Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, we've got a really exciting junior exploration company for you. The name is Benjamin Hill Mining Corp. This one's got some diversified assets in both South America and here in Canada, and a number of key differentiators that we're going to talk about in today's video. Now before we get into it, please take a second, hit the like button, you guys. It's a big help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to join. And let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares of Benjamin Hill, what your outlook is on the gold, copper, and coal markets overall, and your forecast in terms of share price for 2024. Now with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be switching it up a little bit. I've got a junior exploration company that I'm really excited about. I wanted to profile in today's presentation. This one has been mentioned by a couple of subscribers. I also saw an alert on one of the penny stock pick websites or mailers that I subscribe to. So I thought it was time we give Benjamin Hill Mining Corporation an overview. This one trades on the OTC in the United States under the ticker BNNHF, which you see on your screen here. If we pull up BNN, you can see that's their ticker here in Canada on the Canadian Securities Exchange, or the CSE. And the reason this one has been grabbing so much attention from the retail community is really based on the share price performance. So if we pull up a 6-month chart, you guys, you can quickly see why this company is turning so many heads. Benjamin Hill was trading back at 11 cents Canadian in the middle of August. It had a tremendous run all the way up to 59 cents at the start of January, and has now pulled back to what's appearing to be the start of a support level in that 48 to 50 cent range. Now this is as of Monday, February 12th. You can see currently trading at 51 cents Canadian. So compared to that 11 cent share price back in the middle of last summer, a tremendous return for anyone who's managed to accumulate and hold shares of Benjamin Hill Mining Corp. Now with that being said, because this is the first time we're covering this company on the channel, I wanted to jump over to their corporate website. I'll leave this linked in the video description below, give you guys a little bit more background in terms of what Benjamin Hill's all about, and then we're going to jump into their updated investor presentation to take a closer look at this organization and their assets. So you can see they have assets in both the Yukon and Colombia with a diversified focus on both coal, gold, and copper. And if you continue to scroll down, Benjamin Hill is a dynamic exploration company with a focus on their Alotta exploration project and AOT Mining Corp's coal project, which we're going to learn about in today's presentation. With a strong presence in the mining industry, they're driven to uncover valuable resources in promising geological settings. And as you continue to scroll down the page, you can see a breakdown of both the Alotta exploration project with a focus on both gold and copper, both of which have seen tremendous price appreciation in recent months in terms of the underlying asset. And then their AOT Mining Corporation partnership or coal project with ample access to infrastructure and only 40 kilometers away from a major Atlantic port for export. Now we're going to learn more about each one of these in the investor presentation, but in terms of where both are located, the Alotta exploration project is the one based here in the Yukon in Canada, and the coal project is actually based in South America in Santander, Colombia. And interestingly enough, you can see they just appointed a coal industry expert as a strategic advisor on the 8th of February as they're gearing up for this entrance into the exciting coal project space. Now, as we move along into the investor presentation, you can see they again outline each one of these projects that we saw on the corporate website. Now, the next page then talks about the executive and technical team behind Benjamin Hill, led by Cole McClay, who's the CEO and director of this organization. And as you can see laid out very nicely on this page, decades and decades of experience between the group, not to mention countless connections, relationships, and experience that can be leveraged as they continue to develop these sites. And then go on to give additional information about the Colombia-specific project team, again in partnership with AOT Mining. So first things first, I wanted to take a closer look at the Alotta world-class opportunity, again based here in Canada in the Yukon, which is undergoing a tremendous amount of excitement and attention for exploration and mining currently. The Alotta property is situated only 40 kilometers southeast of the Casino gold and copper deposit. We've talked about how important that proximity is in prior mining and exploration videos. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, the Casino project is amongst one of the largest undeveloped gold and copper deposits in the entire world, with a proposed road actually connecting the Casino and revenue sites. Now, the Alotta property overall consists of 74 mineral claims, combined in excess of 1,550 hectares. And as you can see by these aerial shots, you can actually see topography that's anomalous with gold in soil geochemistry, and the fact that this location has no glaciation, indicating no dispersion or expansion of those in soil geochemical anomalies at this site. Now that's extremely important because this geological profile is actually very similar to the Casino deposit, which again is extremely important when evaluating new assets or new locations in the exploration space. Now they then go on to give additional information about this site, so I would highly encourage you guys to go in and take a closer look through the investor presentation. Again, this has been updated just recently here. And finally, you guys, on page 16, you can see they've actually initiated a drilling program back in November of last year, of which the assay results are still pending. You can see some of the core or drill results here. And below that, some key milestones that were completed in the year 2023, including the induced polarization geophysical survey, which is what you saw above, the camp construction for the diamond drilling, and the actual diamond drill program, which was completed again back in November. Now we're expecting to see a continuation of this program in May or June of this year. So once we actually move into those spring and summer months, and we look forward to continuing to watch this site develop as these future potential catalysts are met and achieved. Now up next is their strategic investment with AOT Mining Corp. This is the one in Santander, Colombia, focused on coal. Now they go on to share some comparables and the associated market caps of these organizations. Again, worth noting in comparison to the market cap of Benjamin Hill, and then go on to actually talk about the structure of this deal, with Benjamin Hill acquiring a 20% interest in the permitted coal project. So this is a 548 hectare region in a historic and current coal mining area of Colombia. Excellent access to highways and that Atlantic port within 40 kilometers of the site. And this represents a strategic investment for Benjamin Hill with a potential path to generating revenue that can then be used to further develop this organization and continue to unlock value for shareholders. Now the project is already fully permitted under Colombian law, including their environmental licensing. And AOT has already acquired the land and processing the legal title to the property, which gives them the surface rights to the actual land. Now, although coal may get a bad reputation, actually 37% of the world's electricity and 70% of the world's steel is still produced using coal. It plays a major role in power delivery across the globe, and it's still the world's largest source of electricity and will still be expected to contribute up to 22% of electricity out till 2040. So there's definitely a demand for coal. It's not going anywhere soon. And for those of you who are unaware, is also vital in cement production, aluminum production, and reducing particulate emissions. So as I just mentioned, the project is already fully licensed up to 180 metric tons per year. The environmental license has been granted for 45 plus years. Favorable market conditions and strong demand for Colombian coal. And as we've talked about, Colombia is actually a very friendly mining jurisdiction, which is ranked among the top 10 producers of thermal and coking coal in the world. Now, similar to what we saw above, they then go on to give additional details about the project. So again, encourage you guys to go in and take a closer look. This includes their underground bulk sampling program and a variety of sample tests. And here you can see some preliminary pictures of construction at this location. Now, they have run a second drilling program of 1,200 meters at the site. That ran from January to May of last year. Here's some images of that program here. And finally, they wrap up with some images of the social and community commitment and engagement that AOT and Benjamin Hill have made to the local area. So earlier in the presentation, I mentioned that I heard about Benjamin Hill through a few subscribers or one of these email lists that I subscribe to. So this is the actual email here. You can see they highlight the 275% recent gains that we saw in the intro, Benjamin Hill, the United States and Canadian tickers that we talked about, and then go on to talk about their bullish case for gold itself, and the fact that Benjamin Hill has those world-class assets, including their Alotta project here in Canada in the Yukon territory. Now, as we continue to scroll down, they give some great information about this site. So we mentioned its proximity to the casino project. The casino deposit itself has 2.17 billion tons of measured and indicated resources, containing 7.4 billion pounds of copper and 12.7 million ounces of gold. You can see again that proposed road that we talked about, the similar geological setting to the casino deposit, and with in-soil geochemical anomalies larger than the current resource area of the casino deposit. Now, they've also noticed magnetic depletion, high total potassium, and induced polarization survey results, which coincide with geochemistry that you'd find associated with gold and copper in soils. That was confirmed by the first two drill holes. As mentioned, the assay results are still pending. And the management of this project by Arthur Cathro and Associates is the same company that was actually responsible for previous casino exploration. So a lot of similarities between these two deposits. Now they then talk about both gold and copper demand, which I alluded to earlier, and then finally wrap it up with that coal project, with Benjamin Hill acquiring 20% of Aeon and their interests in that fully permitted coal project in Colombia. So for those reasons, you guys, this is definitely one that I would consider taking a look at if you're looking for exposure to a junior gold copper exploration company. You've also got that diversified exposure to coal and all of the underlying excitement surrounding gold and copper prices. Now, I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts on this organization, especially if you're already holding shares of Benjamin Hill. Let me know in the comments section below. If you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value, so make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to join. We'd love to have you as part of the community. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.